Ladies and gentlemen, please throw your hands in the air for the greatest podcast on earth when it comes to music, sports, and culture. Disabled is Abled with your host, Eli and Fredy. So put your hands together if you are ready to get the show started. Let's go. Peace. Welcome to another episode of Disabled is Abled, where we, the disabled, break down sports. Yes, we break down culture.
Yes, sir.
We break down news, events. We demonstrate a level of expertise that only we can do.
Absolutely.
I am your co-host, Dad.
I'm your host, Eli.
And I'm filling in for our brother Fredy, who's out in
Colombia.
Yes, shout out Fredy out in Colombia, following his dream, his passion, to help athletes recover better, doing the physical therapy thing. So we shout out Fredy, who will be back in January.
Yes.
All right, so we are here in the building. How was your week? That's a very nice jersey you have.
Thank you.
Shout out Debo.
Shout out Debo. Hope for a quick recovery.
Yes.
My whole week has been pretty good, playing a lot of video games.
Okay, all right.
I've been playing God of War Ragnarok. Great game.
Is that a new game?
That is a new game.
Okay.
So I've been very devoted to that. Been watching some football, basketball.
Yes.
Basketball slowly starting to pick up.
A little bit.
As I know, basketball ain't gonna really pick up until after the All-Star break.
Or at least really after Christmas.
So.
And then once the football kicks in,
right?
The playoffs kicks in for football.
But we in the meat and potatoes in that. So.
Oh yeah, we are going to talk about that because
only got 4 more weeks left. We at the last quarter.
Yeah, this is it. This is where you show up or shut up.
Yeah.
Show up or shut up. So we're gonna be seeing a lot of action with that.
Yep. You're listening to the sounds of Disabled is Abled podcast.
All right, the first game we had was a Thursday night game, Rams versus Raiders. Rams won on a last-second touchdown by Baker Mayfield.
You couldn't make this up.
Couldn't make it up. When I tuned into the game, it was 16-3.
Yes.
Just like Monday night's game against the Bucs and the Saints.
Yes.
And I was like, all right, cool. We gonna win that bet.
Yes.
And keep pushing. And then I went to sleep, woke up the next day, and then I saw the highlights, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
16-10. Then I'm like, okay, wait. With 2 minutes, mind you, they punted the ball with 2 minutes left, and they had the ball, or like with maybe 45 seconds left, and had the ball at the 2-yard line. That means they gotta go 98 yards.
To get a
down
touchdown.
the field. And possibly only have 2 timeouts.
Yeah.
And the only quarterback we know that can really do that is really the elite ones.
Ones, yeah.
No disrespect to Baker Mayfield, but he's not that elite.
And then the fact that he just got there 2-3 days ago.
Right. That too.
Which makes it really phenomenal for him to come out and execute like that.
Real quick, as far as I know, Matthew Stafford is not season-ending injury, correct?
No, he has a spinal injury, and they said it could be season injury. Ending. Yeah, it could be.
That's why they signed him. Okay.
Yeah. I was wondering why would they sign him, except keep away.
We know that they really signed him to keep him away from the 49ers.
Right. As a strategic move to make sure the 49ers don't get back.
But and credit to the Raiders real quick, because they was on a 3-game winning streak before that magical touchdown happened.
Were they?
They had won 3 games in a row, and I was going to say
they righted the ship.
They had righted the ship a little bit. With another 4 weeks left, and that last game was going to be against the Chiefs. So I'm saying if they keep it up, that Chiefs game is going to be a critical game.
Yes.
But not for them because they'll be out of the playoffs, but for them to knock off the Chiefs and break them down.
And maybe end this season on a positive note so that they can have something to look forward to.
Right.
I don't know about Josh McDaniels.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if he's a leader of men.
Yeah, and once again, this always happens when Bill Belichick be like, hey, go. If you don't want to be here, I'll be back. I mean, I'll have your spot open if you want to come back.
Yeah, because it's one thing to be an offensive coordinator.
Right.
And it's something totally different to have to be a leader of men and strategic, make real game time decisions. It's tough.
And I don't think Derek Carr is that guy for the Raiders.
No, I think this is his last year.
It has to be. Now, granted, I know Devontae Adams came there.
It's business.
Because of his boy.
It's
and
business.
His boy called him and was like, yo, I need you.
It's business.
But really, ever since that ACL tear back in 2015,
Yeah.
16,
He's been in and out.
When he was about to win the MVP that year.
Yes, I remember.
He's been very on and off.
Yeah, I think this is it for him. I think as a franchise, you have to go in another direction.
Yeah.
And
technically, before the whole John Gruden situation, John Gruden was probably going to get rid of him.
Oh, yeah, because John Gruden is a big quarterback kind of guy.
Right.
And if he didn't draft you
right.
or feel that
right.
you are the one for the job, so he got an extension, sort of like a reprieve,
right.
When John Gruden was, dismissed.
Still, yeah.
But I just don't. Tell me who your quarterback is, man.
I'll tell you, yeah.
I'm going to tell you where your season is going.
Now, here's the thing, though. When you say that, I picked Derek Carr to outperform Baker Mayfield.
Well, there are exceptions to the rule.
Right.
So did I, because I'm thinking there's no way Baker Mayfield can basically walk off the street clothes.
Right.
Basically.
Right.
Understand enough of the scheme.
Right.
And
then March 98.
Yeah.
And mind you, here's another thing I didn't like. Even though, you punted it to the 2, y'all shimmering in and doing the gritty like y'all already. I get it if you won the game.
The game ain't over.
But the game ain't over yet.
Yeah. And for you to play that prevent defense.
And that play, I get it, but I know you hate it because it's like.
I hate the prevent
because even though it is a prevent defense, I've seen that play before. You have a lot of green in between the
That's
defenders.
my point. So if you allow them to get in a rhythm,
right,
like a short,
right, and then break
12,
that off for 50,
14, 16, because you're giving. Next thing you know, the field gets short,
right,
and then you just got to make one big play, and he made it,
right.
And
to that scheme, like if you have smart guys who are high IQs, like I know Devontae Adams could have been like, because prime example in the AFC Championship, in the division round. Right before they threw a screen pass to Tyreek Hill, he broke out for 15 yards. Kelsey told Patrick, he was like, there's a gap up the middle field. They not covering that.
Right.
If I go there, find me. And I'm gonna get us into field goal range. At the last second, Patrick said, Kelsey, just do it.
Yeah,
I'll find you. He's like, go ahead and do it, because whatever play they had, he saw the same thing. He was like, boom, and the game was over, field goal.
And the rest was history.
Same thing. Somebody might have told Baker the same thing and probably been like, look.
And Baker's is playing off instinct. See, that's the thing.
Right.
He's like a street quarterback, so to speak. He's just off instincts, and a lot of times, because you couldn't have a full week to prepare for him.
Right.
It became an issue because he's just going off instincts.
And those are the worst type of situations to put your defense in.
It is.
Because it's just like, I don't know what to, I don't have no scouting report on this guy.
Yes.
So I don't know if he has a strong arm, if he doesn't have a strong arm.
Yes.
If he can run on his feet, run out of the pocket. It's very unpredictable. And it always puts your defense on their heels.
Yes.
So, but credit to the Rams. They surprisingly somewhat still stay alive.
Mathematically, but we know that they're out of it.
In that game, the next game we had was the Chiefs and the Broncos. This game was a little up and down because when I tuned in, it was 19-0.
Yeah.
So I turned it immediately off. I was like, all right, cool. That's going to be a dub. It's probably going to be 45-7.
Mm-hmm, something of that nature.
And then I heard that Russell Wilson threw a pick 6 right after I turned it off.
That made it 26,
okay,
yes. That's when I tuned in, yes.
Right. And I think even though Patrick Mahomes threw for, what did he put up? He put up 352, 3 touchdowns, but those 3 touchdowns, I think he kind of took his foot off the gas.
Yeah, and a lot of times you get
complacent.
Yeah, you lose focus.
Right.
You get complacent. The game is already won.
Right.
And you take chances. But momentum is a funny thing, right?
Because off of the 2 interceptions, I believe Russell Wilson got 2 touchdowns and kind of started to close the gap.
Right, and now you got to win the game twice.
Right.
And sometimes it's hard to put your foot back on the gas.
Like you said, and sometimes when you do that, you can't wake back up again.
Oh, no. Sometimes when that boulder start coming down the hill, it's like this.
Right.
And then it gets like this.
Yep.
And then it gets like this. And then everything you do is
right.
wrong. And everything they do is right.
Right.
And then one call shifts it. So they were able to escape.
Right.
with a win.
With a win, but a win is a win, like you always say.
Yeah, and I think if the game really meant something, I believe that
I think they would have
the
handled
Chiefs
it.
would have really handled it.
Side note, he did a crazy one-handed, like a little toss.
Who, Mahomes?
Mahomes.
Are we surprised anymore at anything
But
he
yeah,
does?
that's true.
No, we're
That's a
not.
good point.
We're not.
That's a good point.
We're
That's a
not.
good
He's just that it.
Yeah,
He has
he's
that
just that
it
it
factor.
factor. Yeah,
And that can hurt you
and
help you.
help you at the same
Against
time.
the really, really good teams,
Yeah.
you're gonna pay for that. But against teams that you figure you can beat,
Right.
you
Now,
can beat.
I will admit, the 3 interceptions will bring him a little bit down in the MVP race.
He'll still win it. He'll
But
still win it because his record will be. They'll have the best record in the AFC.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And we still figure they are the favorite to win it all.
Right.
His numbers overall are going to be astronomical.
Yeah.
Maybe Jalen Hurts gives him a run for the MVP
But,
title.
yeah, because they have a little bit of a better record.
Yeah.
But other than that, it is what it is.
And Denver, jeez.
And by the way, Denver is officially out. They're the first team to get knocked out with 3-10.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Russell Wilson this year. I'm gonna give him one more year.
Yeah, okay,
Because
yeah.
this new coach,
I
coordinator.
I know who I want
I
to blame.
hope so because he's got they just signed him a $230 million.
Yeah, and it was a 5-year deal.
Yeah.
I will give him one more year.
Yeah.
But it's making it look like Pete Carroll saw the doom before we did.
That's Pete Carroll's job. Even Belichick saw the demise.
Oh, yeah,
in
Tom Brady. Yes.
But Tom Brady had just enough in the tank.
Right. Because of the
It
defense.
inspired him.
Right.
It put a fire up under him.
Right.
And Tom Brady just knowing his way around that house.
Right.
Is going to generate a certain amount of wins. And then he went to a team in a very weak division in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, and did the same thing.
And knew he could help that team.
Right.
And then, he won.
And he performs well when the defense is on tier.
Yeah. And he gets that ball out quick.
Right.
And he's not going to make a lot of mistakes.
Right. And, it is what it is. The third game we had was the 49ers and the Buccaneers.
As we speak about
the
Tom, rookie quarterback for the 49ers.
Yes. He is the first quarterback to beat Tom Brady
as a rookie.
As a rookie.
You'll clap that up. That's a feat. And he was throwing bombs.
He was.
I thought they were going to create more of a running game, keep the ball on the ground, try to move it. But he was throwing bombs. And I don't think the Buccaneers were prepared schematically to deal with that. And as a result, they found themselves getting behind.
Now, Tom Brady threw for more yards, but that was because he was far behind.
Yeah, he had to try to catch up and things of that nature.
And like you said, the defense wasn't prepared. I think, once again, Tom had a bad performance.
Yeah.
He hasn't really,
and we're going to talk about that.
We're going to talk about that a little bit later.
Some things happen, on sports shows.
That was out of pocket. But, ironically, they're still going to win that division because that division is just so
and they still going to get a home game.
And it's still going to get a home.
And that's the thing, and I understand why teams like Dallas, who might wind up having 13 wins.
Right.
And have to go and win and go on the road
and win almost every game.
Every game. So the division thing, I get it, but at
do
some point,
you think that they should change? Because remember that happened. Not the detour, but that happened. The same thing in 2015 with the San Antonio Spurs.
I remember
they had the best record 95% of the season through, and in that last game they lost to a team that they probably shouldn't have lost.
Yep.
And Houston won, and then they literally 3, 4, and 5 was the same. The only two teams that switched was 6 and 2.
Yes, and it was.
And then they had to go on the road, and they had to face the Clippers instead of being in the second round.
Yes.
In the first round.
Yeah.
All because of the division.
I mean, you want to reward the division, but if let's say you win your division at 9 and 8,
right?
And I go 14 and 3,
right?
And I gotta come into your building to play.
Yeah.
Granted, obviously, I'm still a better team, but the 6th man or the 12th man,
right, is important.
That's important.
Super important.
So
I think that's part of the reason why the Bucks and the Rams won their 2 championships.
Absolutely.
Because it was at home.
Absolutely.
It wasn't a neutral field where it was like, all right, one team's coming, like the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes.
Got to come to Cincinnati or whatever.
And so, the Cowboys are pretty much going to have to reserve to do that.
Yeah.
Because I don't see Philly would have to lose 2 games. Philly would have to lose 1 game before the Cowboys play them, and then the Cowboys would have to beat them. Not unfathomable. Could happen.
It could happen, but
it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
And here's the dangerous part: because it's the playoffs, it's 1 game. I wouldn't be surprised if Tom Brady can win a game.
Oh no,
or 2.
He can. That's the thing
about it.
And then
be back in the NFC Championship game and be like, oh,
because he's built for the playoffs. More than anything else, his ability to zone in and focus in the playoffs. But it is a team sport more than any other sport.
Yeah, you got.
So it ain't like in basketball. I could just keep feeding the ball to Michael Jordan, and Jordan.
And even that kind of doesn't work at times.
Right. But at least I know every time down, I can give the ball to him, and then he can defend on the other end. And so football is a complete team sport. So it's going to rely, and his defense is good, but they're
not as dominant as they was before.
Absolutely.
And the 49ers got a big win. They stay alive. Debo got hurt on a sprained MCL. I think it was a maybe running back draw type of play.
Mm-hmm.
He tweeted.
How long are they saying he's going to be out?
They said he's pretty much going to be out for the remainder of the season. They said there's a time and point that he might be back before, but I think he's going to be out for the next 4 weeks. And they probably going to bring him back in that wild card game. Now, if it was the old...
I hate that. Yeah.
I know, and I do too, because it's the same thing with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah.
And like I was saying, if it was the old rules where the 1 and 2 seed get a bye... That'd be different. Because then he would have 5 weeks off. And, and then training camp. And then, you can prepare. But now with the new rule, you can't. And, it is what it is. And the last game we have is the Chargers versus Dolphins.
That was a good game.
Chargers won that 23-17.
I had the Dolphins in that. I had the Chargers in that.
I had the Dolphins in that one. Tyreek Hill does what Tyreek Hill does. Mm-hmm. His man fumbles it. He picks it up.
Oh, that was
and it's funny
was a real bizarre
I saw his
play.
Teammate saw him and he just flicked it to him. He's like, take it.
Yep. Flipped it to him.
Made a U-turn and he was gone. And he's so fast.
Yeah, it's like once he gets it, he's out. Yeah.
Understand this. I'm 23. I watched one of the fastest wide receivers in Randy Moss, but at the end of his career.
Right.
And it was one good season with the Patriots.
Right, yeah.
That was it. So when he was in Minnesota, I didn't watch that. I don't remember him putting his hand up and being like, yo, I'm wide open, just throw me the ball.
I do, yeah.
Right, he does. So the next fastest that I've seen with my own 2 eyes is Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, very fast.
Insane. I still, once again, don't believe in Tua.
I think he played well. I just think the Chargers are better than what people give them credit for.
And they always are.
Until the big games.
Yeah. And some of those games that that they should win, but then they lose.
Yeah, and I said that they're going to be at home on that particular game.
Right.
And I kind of figured they're in a desperate situation to gain momentum.
Yes. Speaking on that desperate situation, they're tied with the Patriots, the Patriots and Jets for that
final spot. Yeah.
It's a 3-way tie. So, the next 4 games for 3 teams kind of look...
But that makes these teams dangerous. I told you, when you have to be in a playoff mode earlier, 2 and 3 weeks before the playoff starts, that creates a bond amongst the teams, and you always get a dark horse team.
Now, who do you blame for the situation with the Chargers? Because they have an outstanding defense, in my opinion. They have offensive weapons, and they have a quarterback.
Did they suffer any major injuries?
They did a few.
Okay,
but not too many. We're not talking like ACL or torn.
Who's their coach?
There
we go. So
young.
But that's a tough division. I think they started a little slower.
Right.
Khalil Mack is there. He's trying to anchor the defense a little bit.
You got Joey Bosa.
Joey Bosa is there.
J.C. Jackson. They did lose J.C. Jackson.
Yes. I know they lost somebody. I think Herbert started a little slow.
Like, what I'm asking is, does Herbert deserve a pass or?
No, he's an excellent quarterback.
Okay. So
I think and now the whispers are Sean Payton might go there.
I like
because it seems like Dallas quarterback coach.
Mike.
He's starting to earn his keep. I don't know how he'll do in the playoffs.
Right.
Which could determine, because Sean Payton would love that job.
That job, right.
But if
the second best one, LA, sci-fi,
yeah, come on, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
Siding with the injury, went out to Kyler Murray.
Oh, okay.
ACL tear. He's done for the season.
Yes. Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, for Monday night, yeah.
Oh, for Monday. Yeah.
You're listening to the sounds of Disabled is Abled podcast.
All right. And NFL news real quick. Y'all signed T.Y. Hilton to the Cowboys.
T.Y. Hilton, is that a wide receiver?
Yes. He used to play for the Colts.
Right. Excuse me. So instead of OBJ,
I went for
we went for him. Okay, I like that because OBJ is not going to be ready until next year.
Yeah, and
we need somebody now.
Seven teams have said, he's not physically ready.
Yeah,
and he's not supposed to be physically ready because that just happened.
But he's trying to leverage himself into a big contract, and I understand from his point. But Cowboys are in a win now because they have a dynamic defense.
Right.
And a dynamic running game.
Right.
So if you add some wide receiver help.
Speaking on that, y'all top 3 in defense and takeaway defense, and y'all top 7 in rushing touchdowns.
So those are the formulas for a championship.
Right.
But can you do it on the road?
Right.
That's the question. Can you go on the road? Because you'd have to go on the road for 3 games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to make the Super Bowl, and that becomes super tough, man.
Because like you said, with your record, you would expect the Cowboys to have 2 home games and then go on the road for the last one.
Yeah. And now I'm like, this game on New Year's Eve.
Who are they playing?
I mean, Christmas Eve against Philadelphia is going to be a big game.
Yeah.
Because,
Y'all showed up for the Thanksgiving game.
Yeah, but this is... Listen, we almost lost to the Texans.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's because we just looked past them.
Right.
We got a tough Jacksonville game coming up.
Because they've been on a roll.
You know how they do when they start playing well.
So how does he help y'all offensively too?
I think it gives Lamb
a little bit of breathing room.
A little bit of breathing room.
And as far as I know, he's still a deep threat.
Yeah, he's still deep enough so you have to honor him.
Right.
And that's all you want because it's about spacing.
Right.
Pollard is going to do some lifting.
Right.
I like him and Ezekiel as a 1-2 punch because their roles have been reversed.
Yeah, and
you
got to just hope that Dak just doesn't make a mistake.
Just don't make mistakes, Dak.
And I don't remember him making mistakes like this coming off of an injury.
Yeah, he just,
But since he's come back from
his mistakes be a little crucial.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
it does.
I'm concerned about that. But other than that,
the NFL rumor is that OBJ will not sign with the team this season. He will wait until the March of next year and wait until free agency to sign.
I think that makes more sense because I'm going to want to put you through a vigorous
workout routine
because I can't be signing you to big money and you telling me one day you could be ready. No, this ain't that type of This ain't that type of ball game.
Teams like the Bengals and the Chiefs and elite teams who are trying to win a championship, who would like to sign you?
Of course.
They need to know you're gonna be ready on day one.
Ready to ball out. So kudos to the Cowboys for not biting into the hype.
Yeah, and
making a move that's going to actually help the team.
Making a smart move at that.
Yes. So
right.
What's my numbers, man? How am I doing? Still down by 15?
Yeah, pretty much. You have 96, I believe. I'm looking at my mother to confirm the score.
96.
Yes. I have 109 and Fredy has 116.
Jeez. He's got 20 games on me, bro?
Yeah.
How many games you have on me? 7?
Is it 7? Yeah.
What is he, 109?
13.
He's got 13
yeah.
games. I can't even catch you.
Yeah.
This is not right, man. Y'all should give me 10 games, man. Just because I missed a week.
I
should get 10 games,
I know.
man.
I know. It kind of low key benefit us.
Yeah, that's not fair. That's not fair. Shh, that's not fair.
We might give you a $5 cut.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, the 16, I should at least get 8 games.
Right.
They should at least bump me up 8 games. That's ridiculous, man.
You right.
Anyway, let's go.
All right. Week 15. Let's get it popping. Oh, by the way, we got 3 Saturday games.
Oh, 3?
Yeah, for some odd reason this week is.
Because of college football, maybe.
Probably, yes. Yeah. Let's start off with that.
No, we got the Jets. How you gonna?
Oh, sorry. Yes, I forgot his favorite team. We have the Lions at New York.
Lions been playing well.
They got a big win against Minnesota.
But the Jets are fighting for their lives. I'm going to take the Jets in this one.
I'm going to take...
But the Jets could have won last week.
They could have.
They're playing... Their defense is stout.
I'm going to take the Lions.
Okay.
I don't think White is going to be ready because I know he has a crazy rib injury.
Yeah.
So
but if he wants his job, you go out there and
play. Yeah. Well, I do give him credit because he did come back and play that game.
I ain't trying to get that job back.
Yeah. So yes, I would take the Lions. I would take the Jets. We had the 49ers at Seattle on Thursday.
Division.
I'm taking
Seattle. I don't think the rookie quarterback can do it 2 weeks in a row. I don't. In a hostile environment in Seattle.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah, I was thinking about that. When I was
I'm taking Seattle.
But you know what? Since I'm rocking the colors already and then jersey,
all right,
I'm gonna take the 49ers in support of Debo.
Okay, I like it.
And their defense is outstanding this season. Mm-hmm. So Saturday 1:00 game, we had the Colts versus the Vikings.
Colts. Vikings. I'm going to take the Vikings.
I'm also take the Vikings as well.
I think the Colts had a little spark with Saturday coming in as the coach. Now that nostalgia is
it's gone. Yeah.
I'm going to definitely take the Vikings at home.
Mom, we good with the pick so far? Yes. Do you need any help? All right, cool. The second Saturday game, we had the Ravens at Cleveland.
Ravens
have won
Cleveland.
5 out of the last 6 or 4 out of the last 6 games.
But Lamar Jackson is hurt, yes?
He is.
And Deshaun Watson is back, yes?
Yeah.
Give me the Browns.
Okay, Dad's going to take the Browns.
Give me the Browns.
I'm going to take the Ravens. I'm going to bank on their winning streak and keep it rolling with them.
I'm going to take the Browns in that one, yeah.
Also, I got to get 13-game win on him. So
and it's his first home game. Yeah.
It is. I do believe it is. The last Saturday game, we had the Dolphins at Buffalo. Buffalo has to win this game to break the tie.
Dolphins at Buffalo. It's cold up there. In December.
I'm gonna take Buffalo.
But the Dolphins lost last week, didn't they?
Dolphins are on a 3-game losing streak.
The Dolphins are on a 3-game losing streak?
Hold on. Sorry, I might be talking too much. Hold on, but let me double check.
I'm going to take Buffalo.
Let me double check.
I'm taking Buffalo.
Okay, so I'm going to take Buffalo as well.
And they owe them some payback. Yeah.
They do. Give me 1 second before we move on. Hold on. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They're on a 2-game losing streak.
Okay, I'm still going to take Buffalo.
My bad. They're on a 2-game losing streak. All right. And Sunday we have Falcons versus Saints. Both of these teams are
division. Give me the home team. Saints?
I'm going to take the Saints as well.
I'll take the Saints in the home game.
Next we have the Steelers versus Panthers. I'm going to take the Steelers.
Give me Panthers been playing okay. Give me the Panthers in that one.
They did come off big in Seattle.
Yeah, give me the Panthers in that one. I'll take the Panthers.
Eagles versus Bears. Give me the Eagles.
Eagles versus the Bears. Where they playing in Chicago?
Yeah.
What's the Bears' record?
3-10.
Give me the Eagles. I ain't even gonna play with this.
Yeah. Chiefs at Texans. Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs. That's a give me.
Play around.
Chiefs gonna smash the Texans.
Cowboys at Jacksonville. Oh yeah, at Jacksonville.
Cowboys. What's the Jacksonville's record?
5-8.
But that's a tough 5-8.
Yeah.
It could easily be 8-5.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mom, give me Jacksonville.
You know what?
Jaguars?
Yeah, he got the Jaguars.
Jaguars, sorry.
I'm kind of feeling like the Jaguars could win this game.
Yeah.
Because this is around the time the Cowboys let me down.
But the Cowboys could easily blow them out. I'm only taking a risk.
Nah. I'm going to take the Jacksonville. I love the Cowboys, but this is around the time they let me down.
Right. Oh, the last 4 weeks, yeah.
Last 4 weeks.
Okay,
I
see what you're saying.
They get a little funky.
They might go 1-3 or 2-2. Yeah,
back their way into the playoffs or something.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Jaguars.
Cardinals versus Rams in Denver. Both of these teams are
Cardinals, Rams.
Broncos. I'm sorry.
Oh, Cardinals, Broncos. Cardinals. But give me the Broncos.
Give me the Cardinals.
They're in Denver?
Yeah.
Give me the Broncos.
I feel like Russell Wilson's going to perform worse than whoever the quarterback is.
Okay. He threw 4 touchdowns last week.
He threw 3. He threw
3 touchdowns, so he, you know.
Patriots at Raiders. I got to go with my Patriots because we trying to fight for that
y'all going against Josh McDaniels, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Bill might destroy him.
Yeah, so give me Bill. Give me the Patriots.
Yeah, Bill might destroy him. I just realized that. Next game we have Titans versus Chargers. Titans have lost, I believe, 3 in a row. If I'm not mistaken.
Nah, they couldn't have lost 3. With that running game, they going against who? The Chargers?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Chargers. I don't need to see the rest of that. Give me the Chargers.
Over the Titans, correct? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Chargers over the Titans.
Move out of my way. Hold on, guys.
It's a tough game.
Yeah, and then, the next game we had the Bengals and Buccaneers. Yeah, no, they did lose 3 straight. I'm not bugging. Yeah. Sorry, give me the Chargers as well. Yeah, they struggling.
Yeah. Bengals.
Buccaneers at Tampa. Joe Burrow versus Tom Brady. I got to go with the Bengals.
I'm going to go with the Bengals.
Bengals have won 5 straight.
I'm going with the Bengals. Yeah. Tom and them suck.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, they put this. Okay. Sunday night we have Giants at Commanders. Commanders are coming off a bye.
The last time they played was against the Giants. Both teams ended in a tie.
So whoever wins this game kind of has one edge.
Yes, it's almost like a 2-game lead over the other team because of the tie.
Yes.
Who's at home?
Washington.
Give me Washington.
Give me Washington as well.
I think Saquon Barkley is still beat up.
Heineke is the problem.
Yes.
Just because he's like.
And they're coming off a bye.
Yeah, so they got 2 weeks.
And they just played you, so I'm gonna take the Commanders.
And Monday night we had the Rams at Green Bay.
Rams at Green Bay. Give me Green Bay. I think it's time for them to come off of
Baker Mayfield?
No.
Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah. Get Love in there.
Oh, let him play?
Because your
Aaron Rodgers ain't gonna let that happen.
Aaron Rodgers needs to get traded.
He does.
He needs to go to the Patriots or something.
He does. So why? Okay, I get the money, but he could have easily made that money with any other team too.
Yeah. I think it's because I'm hearing whispers that Love wants to either be traded or he wants to play.
Got it.
And I get it. He's a young quarterback.
Yeah.
Colin Hurd was talking about it, and I agree. What's the Packers record?
Packers record is 5-8.
Yeah, so they're done. I'm gonna take the Packers in that game only because Green Bay is a tough place to play.
Give me the Rams. I'm gonna bank on Baker having one more magical game.
Okay, all right.
And those are our picks.
Those are our picks for Week 15.
I will get Freddie's picks later tomorrow or
Yes.
later tonight, either or.
Yes.
Fine. And
I like it.
You're listening to the sounds of Disabled is Abled podcast.
In NBA news, big news, Brittany Griner is officially home.
I like it. A lot of negotiation.
Yep.
We gave up a lot, too.
Yeah, we did.
With an arms dealer.
We did.
But she's home. She should have never been out there in the first place.
For that long, 294 days.
Yeah, for a vape pen or some marijuana or something that's now legal in our country.
Right.
But it does go to show that the laws in our country don't apply in other places.
Most of the time, I know they know that because I know a lot of WNBA players play overseas anyway.
Yeah, but they probably look the other way in most cases.
Right.
And I think this is more of some kind of political move.
Possibly.
But long story short, she's home.
She is home.
And welcome home, and I hope the best for her.
Yes, same as here. And other news. The Pelicans have won 7 in a row before they lost last night.
Jazz put it on them last night.
They did, but prior to that, they had won 7 out of the last 8 games.
And they're doing it without Ingram.
And
without McCullough.
No, McCollum played something. He played last night.
Oh,
and a few of those.
That means because he been in and out.
Oh, okay.
He hasn't been there for all of those games.
Zion's been carrying the load.
He is as advertised.
Yes.
And then when they get that second dynamic scoring Ingram back,
yes.
I think they fleeced the Lakers for this deal. The Lakers got a championship out of it, but lost everything else. Ingram, Hart, draft picks.
But here's the thing that you're not considering though, and this is the thing that we always say. Which is that pressure to be under LeBron's shadow, because it's championship or bust, is a lot.
It is.
And we know that's why once they traded for AD, we was like, look, AD's a vet, so he knows, and he wants to win the championship.
Yeah.
These guys, why they played so well.
That's true.
Outside of LA.
That's true.
Because there was no pressure. It's like, all right,
even Kuzma has recently said the reason he's balling out the way he is because he's not under the shadow of AD and LeBron. But here's the thing I'm hearing, that they're getting ready to try to get Kuzma back.
Yes. And I heard that they're trying to trade for, who's that Frenchie that be going to KD? Off the Knicks?
Fournier.
Fournier and Bogdanovic and one more other piece.
Yeah, that's a lot. Now
that is a lot.
Because I'm going to be honest, the way Westbrook is balling off the bench now.
We're not giving him up.
I think we just need to get a shooter. But Westbrook, remember, you have to move him because...
Oh, it is an option now. I mean,
because this is his last year.
Yeah.
So
and he ain't going to re-sign.
He's not going to re-sign. So you got to get something for him.
But,
But his value couldn't be higher.
Right.
Talking about Westbrook right now is the time you trade him.
How we get to the Lakers if we talk about the Pelicans?
I have no idea.
No, yes you do.
What happened?
Also, real quick, the Pelicans and the Suns don't like each other.
Nobody likes the Suns.
Nobody likes the Suns. I can't stand them.
The Mavericks don't like the Suns.
But during the 7-game winning streak, they beat the Suns twice.
Yes, they did.
And let's talk about
the Suns beat them in the playoffs last year.
That's what happened. And I was going to go into that. Because that last dunk, that windmill dunk at the last second, that was a statement from Zion saying, look, y'all didn't have to face me.
No, I get it.
I'm a moving juggernaut.
And he said he had to watch his teammates come in the locker room and deal with that
And they were giving it to the Suns.
No, they were.
Pretty much that whole series.
But they were one player short. His name was Zion.
Right.
If they had Zion there, they win that series 4-2 easy.
Easy. So I do like the combine. And
but I said that the Pelicans would be good this year.
Yes, and Grant Defardo don't like Chris Paul.
Who?
Grant Defardo.
Alvarado. Yes.
He does not like Chris Paul.
And who does? Nobody likes Chris Paul. And Chris Paul cheap shotted him, hit him with the throat, knocked him out the air.
Yeah.
Chris Paul does all the things Chris Paul does to survive in this league.
Speaking of the Suns, they have lost 5 straight.
Okay.
They're in a little bit of a slump.
Yeah.
I'm loving it, obviously.
Yeah, but they're not as good as...
Yeah, no, honestly, here's the thing. And we said this before the season started. That Aiden situation and the whole collapse...
And with Jay Crowder...
not want to play...
Yeah, it's creating a toxic environment.
And once again, here's the thing. As much as I love Chris Paul as a basketball player...
His own teammates don't like him.
His own teammates never like him.
So that's a problem.
Started in Houston. Did you remember?
It started before Houston.
It started before Houston, but
I
Houston
remember became an issue because it was even with the Clippers.
You're right. It did start with the Clippers.
Yeah.
When he was yelling at DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I would too. I'd be like, yo, DeAndre, put the ball in the basket.
And that's the stuff you see. Think about the stuff you don't see.
Yes. But I do remember in the Utah series, before they faced Golden State the next round, he was yelling he was coaching the way he normally does. But mind you, we now I'm dealing with this 96 games now.
Yes.
It's getting annoying.
Absolutely.
We're becoming like a little pets.
Yes.
And James Harden's not trying to hit. That's why the following year they had that whole once again collapse.
Yes. Yeah.
And
yeah,
they had to, and then that's when James Harden said, "Yo, you got to choose between me and Chris, because
one of us got to go.
I'm not dealing with this again."
Yeah.
Same thing. I saw it last year in the first round. He's doing the same thing, pesting, coaching, and I get it because it worked because these are young guys. They haven't experienced a playoffs like Chris Paul has. That's what Chris Paul has to his credit. And Monty, he's worked with Monty before, and he's a little bit more mature to deal with Monty a little bit. Because I forgot. I didn't realize they had worked in the past.
In New Orleans.
In New Orleans, and they kind of couldn't get on the same page.
Yep.
But anyway, they call a timeout, and like he's trying to dab this team, and they walk like right past him.
Yeah, like
except for Devin Booker. Devin Booker is pretty much the only one.
Yeah, because they're like enough is enough of this. Shout out! I like the way, like you said, Monty
consulted the head coach
Paul Silas
thank you.
Jr. Because of the passing of his father, the legendary great Paul Silas.
I did not know that when
3-time NBA champion, 2-time All-Star, and
who do you win the championships with?
Celtics. And because he himself understands tragedy, losing his family and things of that nature. That was real good. What's the next game?
Next game we have Lakers versus Celtics.
Very good game. I thought maybe the back-to-back would kind of hinder the Celtics. And it did over the course of a 48-minute game, but they were able to get their second win quicker than the Lakers, who are much older.
And like you said, that has to do with being the younger team.
Being younger. The Lakers were down huge. They fought their way back into the game, took a nice lead, and then them young legs and the shooting.
Unfortunately, and I'm thinking about it, they don't have a shooter like Steph Curry. Cause I'm thinking,
one shooter like Steph Curry to get me a basket.
Right.
See, that's the problem.
Right.
The Lakers got to find somebody who can get them a basket when they need one other than LeBron or throwing it down on the block to AD. Right. So I'm expecting them to make a trade, like we said, with the value of Westbrook being this high. It's never going to be higher. He's getting numbers now. He's settled into his role. He's not arguing.
He's speaking of LeBron. Sorry, not on LeBron. He is second behind
in 30-point games.
Yes.
He just passed Wilt Chamberlain.
And he will
clap that up. And he's got 40 of them to get past Jordan. I don't think he'll do it.
He got to get 40?
He got to get 40 more 30-point games. That's a lot of 30-point games.
That is a lot.
Unless he's playing another season after this one. If he's playing another season, but
then he'll get it.
Who wants that record? Once you break Kareem's record, it doesn't really matter.
True. Oh, well, do they have a game? Is that in January or February that he's going to break that record?
Oh, it's probably going to be late January. It'll be on TV. Trust me.
Okay.
They'll find
I'm just saying, is he still on pace to break it this season?
I think he's definitely on pace to break it this season for sure. For sure.
Once again, credit to the Celtics. They're doing their thing.
Yeah. They stopped a critical 2-game losing streak.
Yeah.
And what Colin Hurd said, which is a very good point, both teams they lost to have the ability to send a lot of wings.
Add
take Jason Tatum out of the game.
Yes.
And that's the key. And then he also said before last night's game, the Lakers have no answer for Jason Tatum. He said that before the game, and as a result, he went for 44 points and put on a hell of a show.
And he sent the game into overtime with that jumper.
Yeah, and that's coming after 2 missed free throws by Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
So the Lakers are right on the cusp.
Yeah.
They're playing a lot better to the point I don't feel as embarrassed for some of the games, but they're just not winning them.
I can say the same thing about the Warriors, but
Yeah, the Warriors are also a team who now they're saying has playoff hangover, championship hangover.
Yeah.
And that could be the issue for the young guys. And the veterans, you got to understand, the veterans don't care about the regular season.
Right.
At this point.
The
young guys are supposed to carry them through the regular season. And then when they get to the playoffs, allow the veterans to carry. And if the young guys are disinterested or have this hangover, the Warriors could be in big trouble.
Right. So
they too going to have to make a trade.
I do agree.
If they want to keep,
the only player I'm not willing to trade is still Jordan Poole. The rest of it,
I think Jordan Poole is going to be the one that has to go
because he got the most value.
Because he has the most value.
I know.
And if you're not willing to do that because you want him to replace Clay eventually, then you.
I think Kuminga has the second most value because of his athleticism.
Yeah, but Kuminga is took a step back this year for me.
He did.
I needed him to take a step up and really fight homie for his position.
Draymond Green?
No.
Wiggins.
And he hasn't really done enough. Wiggins got his money, and he comes every third game. So, he was a bust.
Okay, whoa.
He was a bust. That's why LeBron traded his butt when he got there. He got on it. He caught lightning in the bottle.
Okay, you know what?
With a championship team. He performed, and he got paid. But a bust is a bust. Is a bust. And now he's back to being a bust.
I'll let it slide.
Yeah, let that slide. That's a fact.
I'll let it slide. Right, fine. All right. Anything else? Oh, so they redesigned the NBA trophies.
Yeah, I heard. For the defensive player, they're going with Akeem Olajuwon.
Yes.
I like that. The most versatile big man in the history of the NBA.
I will agree.
He was putting up quadruple doubles.
Yes, he was. I'm pulling up the rest of the.
And Michael Jordan is the.
Yeah, I didn't. Here's the thing.
Is he the regular season MVP?
Yeah, here's the thing about that. Who has the most MVPs? Isn't it Kareem with 6?
Bill Russell. Oh yeah, Kareem and Michael are tied with 6.
No, Michael only got 5.
You mean?
I'm talking about MVP.
Regular season MVP.
Yeah, isn't it Kareem
it is Kareem
with 6, right? So me personally, if you're gonna name it most valuable player, shouldn't it be named after the one who has the most valuable MVPs? I'm not talking about finals. I'm talking about the regular season.
Yeah,
but I get it.
But why is Jerry West the logo?
True. Hold on.
Which a lot of people are saying that now that should be Kobe.
Yeah, but like we said, Kobe's not gonna make any money off it. I mean, like his family ain't gonna get no. Because Jerry West, he don't get no money off of that either. They just.
Yeah, that's because they wasn't negotiating those kind of deals back then.
True.
Kobe family ain't having that. Hey, you use this likeliness.
Okay, so let me break down the trophies first, and then we'll talk about it. Okay. Most valuable player is Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Clutch player is Jerry West.
That's a clutch player award?
Yes, there's a clutch player of the year.
What the hell is that? What the hell is that? All right. Okay, go ahead. Continue.
Because I'm trying to think, what award did they take out to put that in?
Yeah,
all right. Rookie of the player is Wilt Chamberlain.
That's the what?
Rookie of the player. Rookie of the year. Sorry, rookie of the year.
Wilt Chamberlain Rookie of the Year award. They just wanted to put his name on something. All right, go ahead.
Defensive player of the year, Akeem Olajuwon.
No problems there with that.
Sixth man of the year. I don't even know how. You might know this player because I don't.
Oh, John Havlicek. Yeah, okay. From the Celtics. Yeah, Havlicek stole the ball.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sixth man of the year.
No problem there.
And most improved player of the year, George
Mikan. Yeah, he's the one who, he was one of the original players for Celtics too, right? Yeah.
Lakers.
Yeah. One of the pioneers of the game.
So
the clutch play. What's that mean? Most game winning shots. I mean.
Yeah, I guess. I mean.
Yeah, that's a new one.
That's a new one. And you have a problem with Wilt Chamberlain being the rookie?
Rookie of the year, Wilt Chamberlain. If he's not the MVP, then you know, and I get it.
I get it why they named him Michael Jordan because he's the most popular. But
I get it.
I'm saying,
and you want to put Wilt's name somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, well, that one I don't understand. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
But I do like the new designs of it.
Yeah, I do.
Because I was getting tired of the whole crystal ball thing.
Yeah, I get it.
They would just give them a crystal ball and be like, say defense player of the year or MVP. So, But congratulations on that with them. Hold on. Cade Cunningham is out for the season with a shin injury.
From Detroit?
From Detroit.
Wow.
I don't know what type of shin
For
injury.
a season injury?
Yeah. He had a shin injury, and they say he's done for the season. And today marks the 1-year anniversary that Steph Curry broke the record for all the threes in Madison Square Garden. That was a great night.
Yeah.
And it would be no better place to break it other than MSG if you're not going to do it at home.
I agree.
You're listening to the sounds of Disabled is Abled podcast.
All right. In culture, Ellen DeGeneres DJ Twitch has died at the age of 40.
Yeah, our deepest condolences go out to him and his family. Suicide. And that lends back to the mental health issue in this country. It's a crisis going on.
Right.
And for black men in particular,
right,
we don't like to share our feelings and what we're going through.
Yeah.
And we endure a lot. Not saying nobody else doesn't.
Right.
Our women and people in general do.
Right.
And
this is the second time I've heard of a male suiciding in the last month and a half.
Yeah.
Because maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago was
from the Power Rangers. Yeah.
He committed suicide at the age of 40.
Yeah, so that's tough. So our deepest condolences go out to him.
Yes.
And his family.
In other news, we had a Skip versus Shannon situation.
Yeah,
debate.
That was bad.
You told me about it on Tuesday, and I watched it Tuesday morning. So basically the whole thing was about Tom Brady. Shannon says, Tom Brady hasn't been playing well. Mm-hmm. Skip is going to play the devil's advocate for Tom Brady being the greatest football player ever.
I had no problems with that.
Okay, if we're talking about quarterback, fine.
I don't think he's the greatest player.
I don't think he's the greatest player, and I don't think he's the greatest football player. Because I look at, when I think about football player, I'm thinking most talented or athletic.
Yeah, I mean,
Tom Brady has neither one of those.
His rings have gotten him over.
Right.
We understand what the league is designed to do, to create heroes and things of that nature. But you don't have to disrespect Shannon and say.
Long story short,
that's where it got heated.
Yeah.
You're going to disrespect Shannon, who said, I'm a 3-time Super Bowl champ myself, and I got a yellow jacket. I'm in the Hall of Fame. I can't criticize him.
Right.
He's better than you. And
it started with him saying he was jealous. That Skip said Shannon was jealous of Tom Brady.
Jealous of Tom, which he's not. He's, as an analyst, saying the man is playing bad.
Right.
I don't care who you are. If you're playing bad, you're playing bad.
Yeah.
And Shannon got so heated, took his glasses off, and I didn't like the way Skip was like, put your glasses back on. As if to say, I own you.
Right.
I put you on.
Yeah.
And so that really rubbed me the wrong way. I understand the antagonist and protagonist, dynamics with trying to be the devil's advocate.
I do think Skip owes Shannon an apology.
I think he does owe him an apology as well because I think we might see the end of this show before you know it because Shannon can stand on his own now. That's why he got Club Shay and some other things.
Yes.
And he can pivot off and do his own show now and has the clout he needs because...
By the way, there's no way Shannon could ever be jealous because he doesn't play quarterback.
He don't play quarterback.
Now, if he was a quarterback, and to say that, then I'd be like, okay...
Right, he don't, and not only that, he's a Hall of Famer.
Right, a 3-time Super Bowl champion.
And I got a yellow jacket too, and my job is to sit here and to be critical.
Right, that's why.
And now you're telling me I could be critical of anybody else but Tom Brady, and when you're critical of LeBron James, which you've made an entire career of hating on one man, you know what I mean? Nobody says anything about that. Your whole career is built on that, and then they started showing clips of Jalen Rose. When he was getting that Skip Bayless when they was on the same show, he said, you average 1.4 points a game, homie.
Right.
He said they call you Water Pistol Pete. Like you ain't, and you can see Skip Bayless get flustered because he but it's true. So let's fall back. I haven't watched the show. Two different positions, and I get paid to tell you what I see.
Right. And also as another former athlete, his opinion should matter way more
than Skip Bayless's.
That's why I like.
Never played the game.
That's why I like All the Smoke, because Matt and Steven Jackson played the game.
Yes, on a high level.
And JJ Redick, because I forgot JJ was a shooting guard.
Yes,
for all of the
on a very high level.
On a very high level. Also, I thought it was very petty of Kevin Durant to tell Shannon to toughen up.
I know, I like it.
You did?
I like it because Shannon and me throwing shots at Durant. So that was his way to say, don't let him, son, you toughen up. Y'all always telling him that he got a thin skin.
Right.
Oh, Kevin Durant has the thinnest skin of any player.
I just thought it was a little too below the belt.
No, it was warranted. You have to wait for your opportunity to strike back.
True.
And he struck back.
Yeah. But no, other than that, I think, like I said, Skip does owe Shannon an apology.
Yes.
Which is way out of pocket for that. But, it is what it is. So SZA drops a new album. She dropped a new album on Friday.
All right. Honestly said it's pretty fire.
It was called SOS.
Yeah.
This was only her second album.
Yeah.
In 5 years.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty fire.
Very, I didn't know she could rap. She can kind of low-key rap.
I got some bars.
Okay. She was throwing shots every which way.
Oh, nice.
It gave me very good, women empowerment vibes.
I like it.
Toxic relationships left and right.
I like it.
Let me see. Let me pull the album real quick just to see.
Some of the songs on there.
Yeah, some of the songs I liked off of it. I like her hit song Low, Love Language. I like F2F because of the guitar instrument in there.
Okay.
I'm very high on guitars. Mm-hmm. And I like Smoking My Ex Pack.
I like it.
I give this 5 out of 5. I think it was either. I'm gonna say it was the best album to end off 2022.
I like it. Nice way to close the year out.
Yeah, very nice way to close the game out. Congratulations to SZA. She's breaking a lot of records with that. Lil Wayne just got his first certified diamond with Lollipop.
Damn, it took a long time for him to get his diamond.
Here's the thing.
I like it.
And this bugs me out. It starts back with Drake back in 2015 reviews. Now, Drake got his first #1 song with One Dance.
That was his first #1?
In 2016.
Uh-huh.
But think about all the songs that he's dropped before that.
Yeah.
That were bangers.
Hot rocks. Yeah.
And they were never #1?
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Now, I understand if it was like, we talking internationally, because there's a lot of other international talent. Mm-hmm. But I'm talking about in the U.S.,
yeah.
Same thing with Lil Wayne. All his hit songs and Lollipop was his ever first diamond.
I'm surprised, yeah.
Insane, but whatever. And last but not least, so Beats dropped another commercial with LeBron and Bronny.
Oh, okay.
This one was a little bit more sentimental because it starts off with LeBron talking about how he became a first-time dad, how he was scared, and how he didn't know how he was going to handle the situation, being young and 16, and
Yeah.
Also juggling basketball and then watching Bronny grow up and how he grew up alongside Bronny.
I like it.
And it kind of reminded me of like the father-son dynamic.
Speaking of that, you have the Carmelo Anthony and Bronny game that they played together.
They did play together over the weekend. Mm-hmm. I believe.
A lot of celebrities in the building.
Bronny's team won that game.
Yeah, right? I believe Bronny's team won, yeah.
It was nice to see that. Also, Bronny said that he wears the #0 in honor of
Westbrook.
I thought that was dope.
That's dope.
But other than that, I think I like the commercial. I
got to see it.
It's a good transition. I do think Bronny has a lot shoes to fill, but then again, he can just create his own path. Same thing with D-Wade's son, and we'll see how that pans out. In other news, guys, you can catch us on YouTube, Twitter, and IG at Disabled Today Podcast. Like, hit the bell notification, comment, subscribe. I'm your host, Eli. It's my dad, co-host. You guys will see you next week, all right?
Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, please throw your hands in the air for the greatest podcast on earth when it comes to music, sports, and culture. Disabled is Abled with your host, Eli and Fredy to put your hands.